Hello, my name is Boss, and I'm here to talk to you about the lift and lean method. This is something I've developed from being in fitting rooms with you, doing fittings, discovering the nuances of how to check if a bra truly fits. A little bit about me: I entered the lingerie industry in the height of COVID. It was pretty crazy. I had been home for like 6 months living with my mother, and I was like, where am I gonna go work? And I found this boutique nearby that sold bras, lingerie. I was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. And it was truly a discovery, not only of this whole world and knowledge, but also for myself as someone who thought I never really needed a bra. I don't really fit a bra, essentially. So I learned there. I was trained without using a measuring tape and trained on eyes. Being that maybe it's because I'm a visual artist that I was able to just see things a little differently and found out I had a knack for it. So it was great. I helped that store for a year and a half, and they closed. I helped them close, and then they had new ownership, and I reopened the store with the new owner. So that was super incredible. Over these 4 years, I've probably fit over thousands of people, and I've worked with sizes 28 band to 54, 56, and then A cup, double A cup to O cup, which yes, that exists. And truly, sometimes there's people who surpass an O cup and we don't have anything for them, and that is very disheartening, which lets me know and lets you know that we need to continue doing the good work and further inclusivity, not just in clothes, but in intimate wear. So let's talk about the lift and lean method. What we want to look for, here are some key essential things. So when we fit you, and this is across the board for bra fitters, we always want to go for the loosest hook. Being that if it fits you on the loosest hook right now, as it stretches out, you have room to tighten it. So when you do the measurements, which I've never really compared doing the measuring tape to what I'm actually fitting people to, but there's going to be a discrepancy because it's not the same and you're fitting it on the outside, and I don't know if they produce it based off of that, etc., etc. So you're going to be on the loosest set of settings. Okay, first thing you're going to do is lift your hands up. When you lift your hands up, and I'm not wearing a bra right now, you want to see, and what I check for with my clients is in the mirror, I look to see if the bra is lifting or staying put. A lot of times, if your bra is stretched out and you've had it for a while, you'll realize that the bra is not really underneath your breast tissue. It should be flush. And so I look to see how much movement there is. There is a normal amount of movement, which means the bra is like moving with you, not against you, if that makes sense. And this is something I hope you've by now grabbed a bra and checked this out. And so sometimes you'll see a bra's hovering, sometimes you'll see a little movement. And it's just a great trick because sometimes a client will say, well, this feels really good. And then I look at it and I'm like, well, technically, like, it's not really doing much. You're just kind of like, it's kind of on you, but it's not really supporting you. Now, granted, everyone needs a different level of support, but in an ideal world, we want it to sit flush and not move when you lift your hands. The next step is the lean. The lean is going to be leaning forward. And what I look for when a client does that is how much the cup is being filled up, gaping, or spilling. A healthy looking cup would just be filled up and won't have any overflow. Sometimes you'll see a little overflow on one side because we all have one breast that's just slightly larger than the other. We're human, it's natural, it's like eyebrows, it's like eyes, it's like everything. And so if the client leans forward and there's gaping, that lets me know the cup might be too big. I'm someone who likes to double check their work, so I'll always try on the other cup and so on and so forth to confirm my work. Okay, is this truly the best fit in this style, in this size? So gaping means it's too big. Overflow could be too small or just that one side. And then filling it up and coming back up, great, we are in the clear. And that is the lift and lean method. So next time you try on a bra, make sure it's on the loosest set of hooks. Okay, raise your hands. See if it's staying put. Lean forward, check your cups, and voila. Of course, there is a little bit of nuance when it comes to straps. Sometimes a cup might be hovering away from you immediately and you're like, oh my gosh, this bra is like too big. But the straps really decide on how close or far away the cup is from your breast. So the cup is, whether it's molded or non-molded, is gonna have to be, right? This is what it's doing. So sometimes you might have spillage because the straps are too tight and it's just cutting into your breast tissue. Sometimes the cup could be floating away because the straps are not tight enough. Now, a little bit more nuance, since I have you here, is some bras don't have straps that adjust all the way. They have they stop somewhere. This is sometimes a design choice. This is sometimes, I don't know, I'm gonna say design choice. But in those instances, people who have a short width span, or whatever you call it, from here to here, are gonna need those straps that go all the way. So that is something that's like super essential and minimal that I always pay attention to when I'm working with my clients, to see how much longevity can they truly get out of this style. Like, you may like this and you might be fine with it lasting 6 months, but I feel like it's my duty to communicate to you that, hey, you might be all the way up to the top already to get it right where it needs to be, which means you won't have any more space to tighten those straps. And I think that's it. I'm looking forward to sharing more bra content with you guys. I believe in being able to educate you guys with all the knowledge I have. We should know what we're looking for. Of course, as a bra fitter, I feel like we are essential, but it is totally a collaborative effort. I know some people just like to rely 100% on their fitters, and that's fine. But for those of you out there who do want to know what to look for when you're shopping on your own, I hope this helps. Now I want to talk to you guys about my favorite brands and why. There's plenty. I guess we can start with my selfishly loving brands because I wear them, and that'll be Natori and Skarlett Blue. I wear a 30C, and they make the cutest and the most comfortable bras in my size range. So I would say, since we're starting with Natori and Skarlett Blue, they have a wire-free push-up bra called Prestige. Hearts, 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 love her. Then we have Entice, which is a push-up bra as well that's Natori. I think Prestige is from Skarlett Blue. And then we have Liquid. Liquid is a balconette, square cut neck push-up, obsessed. If you haven't realized by now, I'm obsessed with push-up bras. Because for me, as someone who feels like I don't actually have to wear a bra on a daily basis, if I'm gonna wear one, I want it to give me a little, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Prestige, Entice, then there's Mischief, which Mischief I believe is getting discontinued, but we will survive. I have two. I think I have one. I might have to go get there's like a red one. I might have to go do that. Okay. And then what else? There's this long line wire free. This one's from Natori. It's the Bliss Perfection Contour t-shirt bra. It's a wire free kind of long line situation. I've worn it to dance class. Super obsessed. There is a weird plasticky thing that sometimes rubs me the wrong way. But besides that, love that style. What else? Maybe we'll stop there with those. Those are my personal favorites. I would say as a fitter, the Feathers Plunge and Feathers Full Cup, so amazing, so great, especially for people who want a little oomph without the padding. It really does bring the girls together. And then the Full Cup is obviously more full coverage, but just a cuter minimizer. It does get pointy on certain body types in the Full Cup, but overall, it's a great bra. They fit very differently though. Disclaimer, do not buy the same size. Okay, so I think that's like Natori and Skarlett Blue. Let's move on to Chantelle. Chantelle has been around forever, okay? They make really great bras. I think we will start with the C-Mag. The C-Mag is a double-lined, non-molded minimizer, and they have expanded its size range like twice. So good on you, Chantelle, because it's needed. And I love to see when brands listen to what consumers need, okay? So the C-Mag is pretty great because it does a great job of breast distribution when minimizing, but still keeping integrity of the shape and projection. So when I put a C-Mag on a client, it never ceases to amaze me how much higher, rounder, and minimized they are. That's very hard to achieve in a minimizer, I have to say. Now, the C-Mag does sit a little lower on the rib cage than your average bra because things have to go somewhere. So that would be my only thing about it for certain body types and certain clients where it might not be comfortable when you're sitting down or standing up. But love her. She's a superstar. And then there's the C. Jolie. The C. Jolie is like my favorite go-to, you know, t-shirt bra for the girlies who want no nipping, you got a nice shape, and it has the J-hook adjustment. It's super convertible. Like if you're looking for a t-shirt bra and you're in that size range, I recommend the C. Jolie. And let's see, what else do I love? I mean, the Nora in every freaking style, the wire-free, the spacer, the everything, the strapless. The material they use for the Nora is just so buttery, so soft, but you must size down, okay? Whatever size you're getting, get the sister size down for the band. So if you're in a 36E, you're gonna need a 34F, yes. And we could talk about sister sizes later. So the Nora, for sure. I want to say Festive. I love Festive. It's very sexy. It's very similar to the Natori feathers. It's plunging. It brings them in. It has a nice rounded shape. I think anytime you see a plunging cut with a half pad, you're probably in a good space. It's a good design, is what I would say. Okay, and now on to Panache. Panache is a smaller company. It is pretty great. They are a UK brand, which means what? Which means their sizes run differently, yes. That means an E is an F is a G is a I, FF is a H. I skipped that one backwards, but anywho, I should probably make a song out of that, just the conversions of all the letters. Okay. So let's see, Panache. We've got fan favorite is the Envy. The Envy is a balconette bra, which means square neck, yes. It literally puts the girls on a shelf. They're just forward. They started a D cup, so for any of you those who are wondering. The thing about the Envy, like mentioned before, it has a stopper on the straps, so be mindful of that. But it's just a great bra for someone who just wants them up and forward. Yeah, okay. The gore is really high as well. So if you are kind of bony here, you don't have much fatty tissue, you might feel it and it might not be comfortable. For me, I have some bras that I can't do the high gore. I have to go low. To each wearer their own. So the Envy. I'm gonna say after that, the Dana strapless. Oh yeah, the Dana strapless is just like a sturdy strapless, and the size range on that is incredible. I mean, a strapless bra for an M cup, like, hello, thank you for your service, okay? Thank you very much. So the Dana is a thickly padded, not like push-up padded, it's like a thick foam essentially. There is like a seam, so depending how busty you are, the seam might not show, but there is a seam. And then what I really love about it is not only is there some really good structure and support here, but they have an extra boning stay on the side, which really makes sure that the breast tissue and everything is held in and forward. So shout out to the Dana, thank you Panache. Now moving into Sculptresse, which is a company under Panache, is gonna be the 9441 sports bra. Okay, I love the sports bra. It is a underwire, non-molded, it's double lined, so for nipping purposes, it's great. Their straps are super thick and cushioned, so for anyone who has you know, sensitivity on their traps, like this is something that's really great. As well as the NV, this one also, because of the cushion straps, which we love, it doesn't go all the way to tighten, okay? So that's something to look out for. This sports bra has an insane size range, like also, thank you very much for your service, because it's just so great when a brand does this, because it is serving just a lot more people versus, oh, well, you might need, and maybe sometimes that's like, okay, that's normal, like you just need something a little bit different than you, but to have something that is delivering. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one.